Ka'Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shai, the Wada, Abba, Abba, called Kadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone that teaches truth, which we know is 100% truth. Do a quick lesson. I just got back in the house and want to kind of do why it's still in my head right now. While the fire is hot, as beloved elder apostle Tahar often says, got to strike while the fire is hot. And just want to say, I was watching a couple of videos or listening to a couple of videos on my way back to the apartment, and I was hearing a couple of brothers that put a video out. You can see E crying, and talking about how hard things are. The price of food that they can't afford. I think this one guy was saying like he bought some hamburger meat, some buns, charcoal, and some cooking oil and some potatoes, and that came up around about $50. And he said that's probably going to last him maybe a couple of days or maybe throughout 2 or 3 days, something like that. Then you have these other Edomites up there complaining about. They said sleeping in your car means you're not homeless. I mean that's how bad it's gotten, man. I mean, not to laugh, but it is good. It is because now they know what Jake has been going through. Jake been going through these kind of issues. Jake always last hired, first fired. They took all the jobs out of Jake's communities. Jake had his own shit going, and then they went and burned those towns down and forced you in to these red line communities where where Jake had to depend on Esau Edom for everything. So Jake been catching hell up under these devils, man. But now the devils are catching it, and they saying that hey, it was good when the shoe was on the other foot. They look down on Jake. They'll make jokes about pick yourself up by your bootstraps. My immigrant parents came over here, and they made something out of nothing and all that shit. You still hear that today. But Jake was Jake had he's always had a institutionalized set of rules set against him to keep him to underachieve, to help Jake continue to underachieve. But now the script done flip, and that goes back to the curses, man. Lord said that the curses were going to be lifted up off of you so-called Israelites, man. I mean, not so-called, but you Israelites, you so-called blacks, man, Hispanics, Native Americans, and it's going to go on Esau, Edom. So now he's catching hell because the curse is going on him. Now we still under the curses. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But now he's catching hell right along with Jake, And he always had smoke for Jake. And that's one thing I noticed. Jake can do anything wrong. They put it in the news. They'll blow it up. Like when the so-called Jake, took out the women on the bus somewhere in Charlotte, I think. They say he deleted this woman, which we believe that was nothing but a psyop type thing. But it riled up these Edomites, man. They was ready to go out there and tear up some shit. They was talking about, matter of fact, you had a few that went out there and tried to delete some Jakes. Some Jakes did turn up missing. Some Jakes during that time were found hanging from trees and all that. So, now the Lord has flipped the script on you Edomites, man. He's showing you that these devils don't give a fuck about you either. That's talking about your upper level Edomites, because they want to get rid of all. We're definitely top on the menu, but we've always been on the menu. Now you're gonna find out you on the menu too. And he's trying to destroy your ass. You can't afford to go out here and eat and can't afford to pay for your housing. Your kids can't afford to move out of the house. Can't afford to eat. They're feeding you poison. You got to pay top dollar for some poison ass food, man. And then you can't afford the medical expenses to treat it. And it's beautiful work of the Lord, man. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, man. But the Lord says he's going to look after his own. And that's his elect, man. And Lord will, we are the elect. He's going to take care of his prophets. His prophets are going to eat during that time, man. So, we look forward to these things going in, whether we got to suffer or not, man, because we know once the Lord comes back, man, things are going to be better. We're going to be ruling over the top, and we're going to be a righteous rulership, man. These devils don't give a damn about nobody, especially you Edomites, man. You thought you were something special, and that was so beautiful about it, man. That's so beautiful about it. Now you see that you just as worse off as Jake is now, man. They've been using these lower level Edomites, man, against Jake for the longest, man. And now all this truth is coming out and showing who they are, man. They ain't got no smoke for these upper level Edomites. They see the shit that went on in the E-Files, man. They taking their kids and taking them to those islands and doing all type of abominable, wicked ass shit to their kids, man. We already know they've been doing it to ours. This goes back from slavery. But kind of find us doing it to yours now. Where's the fucking smoke, man? Let a Jake went out here and did anything like that, man. They'd have had him hanging from a pole, But now they ain't got no smoke, man. They sitting back numb, mum. Don't know what to say, don't know what to do. And the truth is right there in front of them, man. They see how they are. They see how their leaders are. These people that they believed in, man. So it's a beautiful time to be alive to see these devils, man, getting what they've been handing out to us, man. These lower level devils, man. But these upper levels gonna get it too, man. He got all the smoke for Jake, man. It's easy to punch down. It's easy to punch down on the guy ain't got nothing, But now that they see that they're being punched down on, it's beautiful, man. Like I said, it's beautiful. And they ain't got no fucking smoke. But we have a power, man. Us Israelites, you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native American, we have a power. Our power is going to bring justice, man. And you going to catch hell right along with the elites, 2/3 of our people going to be destroyed right along that believe in you guys, that believe in your system. The Lord has told us to separate ourselves, same as it was in the time of Egypt. We separating ourselves spiritually, man, from this system. We don't believe in this system. We believe in our power, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. And like I say, Eve, when is enough, man? When you got enough? When are you going to have enough of can't being able to afford shit, can't own your house, can't afford to make your car payments, your insurance? Your women don't like you anymore. They don't love you. They going after Jake now and any other nation, Kids can't afford to go to college. They stole them a dream, a lie. They can't afford housing anymore. Kids out here sleeping in cars on the streets, strung out on drugs, Oxycontin, all that type shit. They poison them through the skies. Chemtrails every day. You know this chemtrail in your ass, man. You're right along with us. You in the same boat we in. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. See, Jake always been under these pressures, man. Jake, we always been downtrodden. That was part of the curses. That's what we had to go through. But right now, you catching hell, man. Right up under your own elites, your own same people, man, don't give a fuck about you, man. So it's beautiful. This Lord work is beautiful, man. It's a masterpiece. Chemtrail in your skies, man. Poisoning your waters. Telling you what you can and cannot do. Taxing you to death. Taxing you 3 times over. You can't make ends meet. I'm talking about the average Edomite, man. Like I said, Jake, we always been going through it. We always always had to make ends meet one way or another. But you Edomites, man, you catching hell. And it's going to get a lot worse, man. This is just the beginning. This thing that's going on with this oil and all that shit, man, really it's all orchestrated. They know how this shit was going to go down. That's what I believe through the spirit. So they don't give a fuck. They're going to take a crisis and turn it into something that they can use to their advantage, man. That's to bring in the MOTB. And that's to put more pressure on the people. And the more pressure they apply, people are going to give in, man. They won't have no choice but to go down there to them shipping stations and take that caragma. We go to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causes both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in his right hand or in his forehead. And what is these technocrats doing right now? They're already planning for your perpetual slavery, man. You Edomites right along with Jake, man. They already try to take you out with the damn C-19. You catching hell right along with us, man. Beautiful, beautiful. But when it was just Jake going through hell and Jake going out here getting lynched and all that shit, you was right along with it. You just what they would tell Jake said, Jake just crying all the time. Jake, making excuses. Jake should have complied. Now it's on you devils. Now you devils are catching that same hell, man. And verse 17, and that no man may buy or sell save he had the mark. No man. That's talking about you Edomites as well, man. No man may buy or sell save he had the mark and the name of the beast and the number of his name. So you Edomites included. So right now, they didn't use you up now. They look at you as Goyim also. So now you're being destroyed right along with us, man. But like I say, we have a higher power, man. We have somebody to call on to. But what are you Edomites going to do? You just going to sit back and take it? You want to take it from Jake? Let Jake go ahead and make the simplest mistake, but y'all rile up and tear shit up, man, to get at Jake, man. Look for any opportunity to, you stockpile your weapons, ready to take off on Jake. But your same people that you put your trust into, you mega people, same ones is coming at you, done turned on you. The same people that you believed in. What you gonna do, E? Yeah, all that smoke for Jake over the years, all that smoke. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, E. We've been in this shit. We've been going through the mud, man. Come on in, like to say, like beloved Elder Apostle Benatazar, GMS South Carolina 08, often say, come on in, the water's warm. We've been here for a while. Yeah, the shit been cooking. Now you getting cooked. Can you take the heat? So Lord will, man, this lesson's edifying. I just want to kind of hit that. Like I said, we're going into a time of Jacob's trouble. And, when is he going to have enough, man? When is he going to turn up? When is he going to finally turn up? So with that, say shalom.